I certainly agree with that. But I mean, I've also seen scenarios in the past where civil servants were newly appointed to the role, but been asked to appear in front of a committee to give evidence for things that have happened during their predecessor's time. So there's a very limited gap to prepare everything. I mean, like you said, the preparation is so important. But what advice would you give to this newly appointed civil servant? I mean,
Well,
trying
you've got
to really
to,
answer everything well inside out, knowing the brief takes time, and time is not on their side.
but the civil servants who appear before committee are generally very senior. They're not junior members. And the committee doesn't usually name the civil servants it wants. It names the areas it's interested in. And the department, the permanent secretary and others will make a decision about which are the most appropriate civil servants. So there is some leeway in that. But a bit like with ministers, if you're a senior civil servant, the day you take the job, it's your job and you carry the can. And so, you have to get up to speed very quickly. And when you become a minister, for instance, very similar to the situation you're describing with a civil servant, you've got your portfolio. You might have had it one day and you might have to appear in the chamber or before a select committee within days. And you will be questioned on government policy that you may have had no hand in developing. But you will be expected to learn your brief. It's your brief, your portfolio, and whether you've had it, if you said to the committee, I do my best on this to assist members of this committee. I'm pleased to be here, but I have only been in post for a few days, so I hope you'll bear with me. They're pretty understanding because some of them will have been ministers, some of them will hope to be ministers. They know. So unless you really haven't made much of an effort at all, I think there'll generally be a little bit of understanding. But at the end of the day, you have to take on board that if you're promoted to the level in civil service or Parliament as an MP, that you're called to give evidence and account for the government in a select committee, then it's your job to know your brief right from the day one.